welcome into this edition of Wilson Live. I'm Wilson County Schools Public Information Officer Bart Barker, joined alongside Wilson County Schools Fine Arts Coordinator Mr. Carter Novlin, and glad he's with us as always. But we have a very, very special podcast today that we're going to share with you in just a few moments. Right now, let's pay the bills. How about that?
Always.
This episode is brought to you by Gina and Lena, your trusted real estate team with Coldwell Banker Southern Realty, with over 30 years of combined experience and a background as former teachers with Wilson County Schools. Gina and Lena bring unmatched dedication, communication, and care to every client. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, they'll guide you with the heart of a teacher and the knowledge of seasoned professionals. Gina and Lena, we know them well, and they are outstanding ladies. So get in touch with them if you are interested in any of the services that they do with Coldwell Banker. Ready to make your next move? Contact Gina and Lena at Coldwell Banker Southern Realty. All right, Carter, we have these two special students who are in line. They are finalists for one of the top performing arts awards that there is. And I will give you the honors because you're the fine arts coordinator, and you have helped organize to bring these great students in here. They are Wilson Central High School students.
Wilson Central and Green Hill.
And Green Hill High School students. Yeah. It is Lily Berruto and Josiah Winston. Carter, take it away here.
Yeah, so we are about 1 year removed from this exact event where last year we got to meet and follow James through his journey as he was ultimately selected as the winner of this award. So it's really excited that we get to come back, and now we've got two nominees for this award. And I'm going to let you both just tell us a little bit about you, because I think you can tell your story better than anybody. Really excited that we get the opportunity to just chat today, that we get to talk through how you got here, what this award is, what this award means, what's going to happen this Sunday with that award show. I'm excited. I get to be there. I wasn't there last year. I get to be there. It was actually Gina and Lena that were live texting the entire event to me last year and sent very long strings as James won last year. But super excited that I get to be there. But Lily, tell us just a little bit about you.
Yeah, well, I'm Lily Berruto. I am a senior at Green Hill High School. I've been doing theater for 4 years. I started with Green Hill. I technically started with Mount Juliet Middle, but you know, COVID.
Yeah,
gotta love it.
Right.
But yeah, theater has just been such an amazing art form to express myself with. Ms. Davis has done an amazing job of teaching me everything that I know. I was very shocked when I saw the list, and I was like, how did I get here? When literally 2 years ago I was like, what is cheat out? So it's been such an amazing experience. I'm so happy to be here.
Lily, what was your first experience in the theater area or any performing art? What was your first exposure?
The first show I ever saw was Mary Poppins back in California.
Oh, wow.
And that blew my mind that there were trees on stage. I was like 5, but I was like, that's insane. And then the first time I actually performed, again, Mount Juliet Middle School, but I don't really count that because I didn't really do anything. But my freshman year, I was in Anastasia the musical. I was young Anastasia. And that was just such a good show to start off with, like such a strong show, strong story. And like Little Anastasia was such a nice part to like come into for the first time because she's complicated. She's got some hard stuff to deal with, but it's not like jumping into a very nuanced character for the first time. So it was such a blast.
Sure.
Such a blast.
Well, excited. Well, we're glad you're here. We're excited that you have chosen theater as a place for you to be for the last 4 years at least. We know you've got some other experience outside of that, but excited that was your place at Green Hill. We know you perform with some other groups as well.
I do, yes.
You're a member of the Green Hill Vocal Ensemble,
yes.
right? Yeah, and we got to see you at conference. It feels like it was a week ago, but it was like a month and a half ago.
That is insane.
It is insane.
This year's been just cruising.
Super quick because we're doing great things. It's amazing how fast things fly when we're succeeding at such a high level. Also with us, Josiah Winston, senior at Wilson Central High School. I have a really interesting connection to both of your teachers, actually. Miss Ray was my theater teacher in high school, and Miss Davis and I went to high school together. So it's this real cool cross section.
Full circle moment.
Full circle. Right? We've got multiple generations here with us today. So Josiah, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about how you got here. What's ahead for you?
My name is Josiah Winston. Kind of like Lily, I've been doing theater for a shorter period of time. I kind of worked in it in my elementary school, in my middle school, but I didn't really understand, what I was doing, I would say. High school was when I began to really value what I wanted to get into. So it was a shift for me to go into theater and to, go back to the place that I love so much. And then giving it the time and day that I am able to now as I'm older, right? And it's such a blessing, to be able to do this. It's so much fun. Yeah.
I guess the thing about, for those just kind of catching up, say, what exactly is the Spotlight Awards? And I guess Carter explained this to me last year. For those who may just not be as well tuned to performing arts and maybe more into athletics, he says, Bart, it's basically like the top football award, like a Mr. Football award in the state of Tennessee. It's like the
Mr.
upper
Theater.
echelon. It's a top nod for performing arts students in Tennessee. And I was like, that makes sense. So basically, but what does it mean to both of you?
You want to kick us off?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's like the Super Bowl. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's for people who are more theater minded. I've heard it described as like the high school Tonys. Basically, they take people. I think this is Spotlight's just like Central Tennessee, because there's like Middle Tennessee. They take all the high schools from Middle Tennessee and they nominate people for multiple different awards. They nominate schools for different awards. So like a really big award is like Outstanding Musical. And so high schools will be nominated for that, and they'll perform scenes from their musical at Spotlight. And it's really just, it's so cool. Like, you get to go up there and show everybody these stories. Like, I know that's what I'm most excited about for the Outstanding Lead Nominee performance, is just being able to share the story of Percy Jackson and Grover with the rest of Tennessee. But it really is, it's a big deal. And the winner of the Outstanding Lead Nominee Award, which we are up for, will go then and represent Middle Tennessee at the Jimmys, which is in New York.
Yeah.
And that's all the high schools in America. So it's a pretty big deal.
I believe that's a network, either if it's a network production of something, but it's high visibility.
Yes.
It's
very much.
huge.
Yeah.
They
High
record
visibility.
it, they film everything.
Yeah.
Make sure that it's live on YouTube when it comes
Yes.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to piggyback off of what Lily said, I mean, it's a very, at least Spotlight and Jimmy's as well, it's a very nice opportunity for people to be able to connect with like-minded people. You just don't get that very often, right? And it's even better in theater, where collaboration is that big part of that aspect. Kind of like what Lily said also, I mean, it's a place where I was blessed to be able to meet amazing performers, and people who, take the craft seriously. Take the craft seriously. Everybody who's up for finalists, phenomenal people. Everybody who's there for semifinalists, phenomenal people. Everybody who's involved with it, period, phenomenal people. And it's a real blessing. It's amazing.
Well, and it's a comprehensive event. It's not just us celebrating individuals. It's whole productions. It's choreographers. It's set design. It's the technical side of theater. It's everything. It's an incredibly comprehensive event. And one thing that we're really fortunate about in Wilson County is that we've got nominees all over the place. I think it's likely that you'll hear a Wilson County school featured quite a bit this coming Sunday, just because there are so many great things happening in all of our high schools. And I think the really cool thing that this award show does is bring all of that together. It's pockets from around Tennessee. It's primarily Middle Tennessee. It's a little bit of West, a little bit of East. I don't know how they split it, but just to bring all of that together, and it's crazy competitive. It is, but it never feels competitive.
Yeah, I mean, I would kind of respond off of that. I think the way that Spotlight is oriented, it's they bring everybody together without a competitive basis,
Sure.
right? They have awards, they have stuff that you are able to win, stuff that you're able to lose, but the basis in it is to find like-minded people, right?
Sure.
And to collaborate off of that. I feel like that is such a brilliant thing that you get to see. you
Yeah,
know?
and when I say competitive, I also mean the quality of what is happening is so high
Oh, yeah.
that I would not want to be on one of these panels that has to decide one of these awards.
For sure.
I mean, it's a pretty rigorous process. That review goes through a lot of hands. But I mean, there's some incredible performers, incredible performances happening, not just here in Wilson County, but across our state. And there'll be a lot of people that are really, 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 really highly successful people that will be featured on Sunday. Josiah, tell us a little bit about what your reaction was when you found out that you were a nominee.
I mean, I was excited. I was elated. I mean, it's crazy to think, kind of like what Lily was saying before, it's crazy to think how things line up, right? I think back to me in my sophomore year when I decided to go back into theater, and it's crazy to think that, you know, that choice led me to this, led me to this, led me to being able to be in this opportunity, right? I always say that is a blessing, but I mean, I can't overstate that enough. You know, it's phenomenal to be in this spot, and hearing about me being a nominee, that just sent me through the roof, right? It's such a culmination of everything that I've went through and everything that I'm planning on bringing to the world past from here, you know.
And you as well, Lily, when upon your reaction, you mentioned that a little bit earlier, but like you had to be just extremely elated.
Yeah, this has been just such a growing year for me, in more ways than one, but for sure in self-confidence, because I think with coming in like late to theater, like you see so many people who are just so incredibly talented, and I mean that gets to you a little bit, especially like there's a video of me sitting in the practice room at the Spotlight Intensive. I think it was you and maybe Remember, just like absolutely riffing your little heads off, and me going,
Yeah, yeah,
"Hey guys,
yeah.
But it's just so many talented people, and I think that gets to you a little bit. But this year has just been good for me and learning like you are capable, you can do this, and it's really cool getting that recognition and just being able to stand beside these awesome people. I'm usually not a sappy person. Some of my friends might be like, "You're lying," but I don't consider myself a sappy person. But when I saw it, I did tear up because I was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
Especially knowing like some of my friends from last year, like being nominated for this, but like not going all the way, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
So it's been such an amazing experience, and so. Again, just a growing year of learning more about myself. So yeah, I'm so incredibly thankful for this opportunity. It's been amazing.
You know, when you think about theater and all that's brought to your life, and these are happening, what are, I mean, it comes with experiences and things you may not get to experience in another space, and it's just very unique. What are some things you guys are being exposed to in unique experiences in preparation for the awards nomination, just all that comes with that?
Yeah. I mean, that community aspect is I think the hugest thing in my life. Not even with the basis of theater, right? Just last year I was able to write, produce, star in a short film. And a lot of the people who I was able to get in contact with when we were doing casting and getting people on board for the actual film were people who were part of that Spotlight group, right? I wasn't able to go last year, but the community's so outreaching and so inclusive of everybody that it doesn't even matter if you go to the award ceremony. You're able to meet with people who, you know, take the craft seriously, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that community aspect is something that is so huge and something that more people should take, you know, for what it is.
Yeah.
I would say. But yeah.
Yeah, community is everything. Like that is something I was not expecting walking into theater, because I mean I came from schools where I was talking about this with my friends at school of like, I don't think I truly knew what a supportive environment looked like. And coming into theater where people just always have your back and you always have a family was something that just meant the absolute world. I know I was so nervous going into the Spotlight intensive weekend because I like you hear like, oh, theater people are so dramatic and they're so petty. And I was like, oh, I'm scared. But I mean, I met such amazing people and like, they really are so kind. Like you go up and you do your thing and they'll be like, yes, that's so good. And so I'm really blown away with how great it's been overall. Like, I mean, not that I went into it being like, this is going to be the worst, but like, I mean, I definitely was a little nervous and it's been really eye opening of like, wow, these are awesome people.
For those who might not realize, I know Carter and I have talked about this a lot, you know, for those who just don't realize the amount of work that goes into theater productions from those opening, you know, from cast calls to, you know, trying out for certain parts, but everybody has a part to play, whether it's on stage, behind the scenes, whatever, but how much work actually goes on to making more relatable, I guess, to like even just a school production, because I think people can relate to that. You know, in what goes into that. There's a ton that goes into it.
A ton. I mean, you have everything from, you know, your pre-production when you're working on building and making sure that sets are good.
Yeah, because you guys help build the sets. Exactly. Really, I mean, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many factors that come into play. Theater is one of those art forms where you just have so many different paths that converge, right? And when you get that convergence, you get something very special, right? The only thing about it is that it takes a lot of time.
You're right. Can't snap your fingers and it's be done. Yeah.
Exactly. So when it does come together, it comes together. It's just that it's a process, right? And it could be a stressful process, but it's beautiful when it comes together.
Yeah,
that's really one of the best parts. I actually had the amazing opportunity to direct The Importance of Being Earnest at my school, so I got to see a lot of cool behind the scenes, like designing the set, like pulling costumes, like asking what I wanted from sound and lighting. Like it was definitely very eye opening, being like, wow, like I like props to all the people who can do those tech things. I can do a little bit on our lighting system, but like we just have some absolutely crazy talented people in our tech department who just do like so much. Like they're there until like 9 o'clock at night figuring out these lights. I think people don't realize that like theater is a sport. Like you do so much, like in all aspects of it. I mean, like singing while you're dancing and doing a backflip. Like you have to have so much like breath support and physical strength as well as emotional strength. I mean, when it's 9 o'clock at night, I don't feel like doing anything. So I'm an old
running
soul.
Through the whole thing
I
again.
go to bed at 8:30. Yeah. So it really is, you got to put your whole soul into it. And I think that's why theater people are the best people, because they just give everything to everything they do. So.
At your schools, when it comes to, you know, these productions are going to happen either in fall or spring or whatever that looks like, a holiday or, you know, whatever that show is, do you guys have to do a lot of self-promotion throughout the school, or is it one of those things where your peers in the school, they know kind of that interest is there and they want to come see that, and also staff members, employees or whatever, families, but you guys really have to feel like you have to go overboard to self-promote, or is it kind of a nice balance of people being interested to come see what's going on?
I know with our school, like since it's still so new, like that's another thing of like trying to put our product out there and be like, we do really good things. You just got to come and trust and see. And so we definitely have to do a lot of promotionals. Like we'll go out to businesses and be like, hey, if you sponsor our show, we'll give you free tickets. I know I worked with my sister who has an art business. I worked with like her making promotional like posters for Importance of Being Earnest and like putting that out there. So I know for Green Hill, it's a little bit more of like really trying to push like, hey, we've got good stuff, come see us. And
as you continue to build that culture.
And it's definitely been getting better. I mean, Percy Jackson, we had a pretty good turnout, and it's just been continuing to grow, and I'm so happy to see where the program continues to grow. But
I feel like there's a mix for sure. A lot of it is based off of, you know, how we present ourselves to other people,
right?
You know, what we do to get other people to come and see a show and see a musical and be able to experience. I feel like for theater, for both of our schools and for many schools like worldwide, you know, it services a need for people because people want to be able to feel these kinds of emotions, right? People want to be in a space where they're able to learn and to grow. And I feel like theater is able to incentivize that very well. But yeah, for Wilson Central, especially, you know, I feel like we are able to, or what we're supposed to do is, you know, we use our self and our self-image. We're able to get people into those seats and have people come in to see shows, see musicals. So, but yeah, I'd say it's a mix of both of those things for sure.
Oh, and Wilson County is a theater-rich community.
I know that's right.
You know,
Yeah.
whether you're 5 or 85, there is some sort of performance outlet for you. Whether that's in one of our many schools or in one of our community groups, we are certainly theater rich here in Wilson County.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
So Josiah, we've talked a little bit about Wilson Central. What does this award mean to you in terms of being able to represent Wilson Central High School?
For me, I feel very just thankful for the opportunity. I'm grateful for being able to take the show that we're taking. I am portraying Edward Bloom from Big Fish the musical. It's a show about, you know, legacy. It's a show about what do you leave on past, you know, your death? What do you leave on to generations to come? Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's people that you interact with on a small basis. It's how do you impact the world, right? And that's something that I've dealt with myself. I think that being able to portray such a emotionally rich character as that, and taking that onto the stage at Spotlight, I think that that's such a brilliant thing. And then to be able to take on all of our stuff from Wilson Central has been an amazing thing as well. Shout out to Miss Ray. She has helped me throughout my years be able to have this confidence in myself to say, you know, I bring what I bring to the table. Not everybody's going to, you know, appreciate that or like that, but I'm able to present who I am as an actor, who I am as a person, and it's gotten me to, you know, this point in Spotlight. So I appreciate being able to portray that. It's amazing. Yeah.
Lily, you talked a little bit about the youth of the Green Hill Theater Program. What
Yes.
does you being nominated for an award like this mean to your theater program?
It's just so huge being able to get the name Green Hill out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, sometimes it can be a little bit like pulling teeth to be like, come see our show. Because like not everyone, like, while we are a very theater rich community, sometimes it's hard to be like, come watch me sing and dance for an hour. Like, some people just aren't into that. Like we did Shakespeare in Love one year and people heard Shakespeare and like, no, please, it's so good, I promise. So just being able to get our brand out there, get our name out there, it's so huge. And I'm just so thankful that I can be the one to do it. Like, I love this program so much. It has helped me so much. And I'm seeing it help others every day. And I'm just so glad that like, we're cementing it as like, we are here. We're not here to play. I mean, we're here to play. We're here to have fun. But like, we are a legitimate school doing legitimate things.
We are well worth your time.
Yes, come see our shows.
Yeah.
So I'm just so excited to be able to put our name out there.
I mean,
in this
to
way.
piggyback off of that, it's
Yeah.
like there's so much talent. I mean, everywhere from any kind of school.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, the Spotlight Awards is able to tell people that this is what this new generation is able and capable of doing, and presenting what they bring to the world out there. So it's amazing. It's great to see so many amazing performers being able to, I mean, for lack of a better term, take up that spotlight, right? It's amazing to see. But, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you're representing your schools well. You know, you're representing your schools, you're representing your school district well, you're representing the people that have come before you well. You know, James had a really cool run through all of that last year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And super excited to see the things that he goes on to do, but also super excited to see the things that you guys go on to do as well. Mm-hmm. You know, when we talk about representing Wilson County schools, Josiah, what makes the theater programs in Wilson County special? You know, we've talked about how the community is a theater-rich community.
Right.
But that's also super true in our schools.
Definitely.
Talk a little bit to that.
Definitely. I mean, just like you said, I mean, with community, right? But not even with community. It's that idea that there are so many people who are understanding their self-worth. It's so many people who come into these fields and are able to say, you know, this is what I'm able to bring to you, right? Whether it be through different shows that people have done, whether it be through academics or sports or things like that, I feel like Wilson County has been able to incentivize people coming into themselves in a way that I feel like a lot of other schools aren't really capable and able to really captivate to that idea. And I feel like that's what makes people so special, right? You can have this amount of talent, you can have this amount of worth, but if you're not able to show people that, then you're just doing a disservice to that talent, right? And this is a space, and these schools are a group of amazing people who work to allow that to happen.
Well, and it's very collaborative too.
Yes.
You know, I know that with our 5 high schools, all 5 of your directors are talking constantly. You know, they're talking to each other, they're talking to other people in the community. But it's also true with the students. You know, you all are performing together outside of your schools quite often.
Absolutely.
You know, if you look at any of the cast lists for any of the summer productions that are happening across Wilson County, you're going to see a whole host of Wilson County names, and not just Mount Juliet with this school and Lebanon with this school and Watertown with this production company. It's everybody in all these different shows, which I think is one thing that makes theater really, really unique, is that collaboration nature, is that we come together from all of these different areas and we're able to bring that into one performance. And I think in Wilson County, you know, we talked a little bit about that competitiveness earlier. We don't make that competitive here in Wilson County. It's this really balanced approach to the arts, and making sure that everyone has an opportunity to pursue, explore, perform, whatever that word needs to be. But there's lots and lots of opportunities, and it's collaborative. I think collaborative is
what
the
we
word.
need more of, you know. The competition aspect, I feel like people just get way too in over their heads about. Because at the end of the day, that doesn't define your worth, you know?
Yeah.
And an award is great to see, you know. It's amazing, you know, when we're able to be nominated for these things. That's not what I'm not saying that we're not taking it for what it is, right? But when it's all said and done, you know, being able to work on different projects and collaborating with people, I feel like that's where that true value is at. So it's great to see. Great to see.
Lily, if you could say anything to your directors and your teachers right now, what would you want them to hear?
Oh, Miss Davis. Really just thank you. And I know that like, I sound like a broken record saying it over and over again, but it's like, really, I would not be here if Miss Davis did not teach me and show me that I am capable of these things. Like, I know, like, some people would talk about, I'm scared of being typecasted or being stuck in the same role. Like, I never had that problem because she always gave me so many opportunities to portray different things. Like, I was worried at the beginning of the year I was going to be stuck being just like the brassy, funny character, but I got to play Mrs. Banks in Mary Poppins and delve into that like more dramatic side. I know that was a big turning point for me. But she's just been so good about saying, like, I know that you can be great and I'm going to help you be great. Like, I'm not going to baby you. I'm going to help you get where you need to be. And I think that is just so needed of, and she does it in a marvelous way as well. Like, she's not like, you do this, you do that. Like, she's just
Never.
so,
She's never like that.
Never. But seriously, I love Miss Davis so much, and I'm so incredibly thankful for her and for the amazing program that we've built together. And it's just been so good.
Yeah. Josiah, what would you want to tell your teachers or directors? What do you want them to hear?
Yeah, very similar things. Very similar things. Miss Ray when I was getting back into theater, I don't know if I mentioned, but I stopped it because I wanted to go into football. I wanted to do sports. So I come from that background. That's why like my mindset is kind of oriented towards that with theater as well. But as I was trying to go into a new medium, because I didn't feel fulfilled with football, Miss Ray, she was able to let me figure out on my own terms who I am, and I mean I keep saying it, but what I bring to the table, right? The confidence of what I am able to present, right? And that's such an amazing thing for actors to be able to realize, because so many times I feel like in acting we can move down into this mindset where it's a very I'm just gonna let you tell me what I need to do. I'm gonna let you do everything for me. I'm not gonna speak up about anything that I feel issues about or anything like that. But what she incentivized is that I don't have to dumb myself down. I don't have to lessen myself to get success and to become something that I want to become. And then that was actualized in my sophomore year. I was able to go to Governor's School for the Arts. I met an amazing amount of people, and being able to work with that and her giving me that basis is what allowed me to be in that room, and then rooms to come, and so on and so forth. So I'm excited to see what that brings into my future.
Yeah. What about family and friends? How have they supported you through all this?
Come on, man. I mean, my family has been a huge supporter for me. When, again, like I said, when I was moving into that transition, I don't know if you guys know, but like a lot of parents, when you dip off from like a sports-based, world, or if you go into something as like far left field as the arts, not a lot of people are very supportive of that. And I've seen that firsthand in a lot of my friends that I'm able to talk to. But my parents were very supportive. They gave me the means to continue to work. I was able to do shows, at Wilson Central. Did shows over at Audience of One, other productions in Lebanon. That short film that I was kind of mentioning before, they gave me the means to say, I'm able to put in this. If I'm able to put in this work, then things will be able to come out of it, right? It starts with that work ethic, is what they really taught me. And then friends as well, right? I spoke about it as well a little bit earlier, but being able to have such a place where people are so, driven, right? That passion speaks words. And being able to see people who push that kind of idea out, I mean, that incentivizes me to continue to work, right? So, I mean, to put it all in a nice little bundle, my family was able to push me to where I needed to go, and then my friends pushed me further than that, right? And it's such a great thing to be able to be a part of, and I already know that as far as I go on, it's gonna stick with me, right? So
yeah, Lily, talk a little bit about the impact your family and friends have had on you.
My family has just been such a blessing. Like, not only have they helped me, but they've also helped build the program. Like, my grandpa built pretty much like all of the sets for Ernest and for Percy Jackson. My mom was helping with that constantly. My mom is just an angel. Like, she just does everything. Like, if there's like, we need chips for Gabe to bring on stage for Percy Jackson, she's like, I already got them in the back seat of my car. Like, she has just done so much. My sister has helped so much with her art. My grandpa and my dad have helped so much with building the sets. And so I'm so blessed that I have just such an amazing support group, not only in my family, but in my friends as well. Like, I have so many marvelous friends in this program who not only support me, but won't tell it to me straight when I'm being just a brat, or like when I know I had a conversation with my friend Macy, like when she first started, I was complaining, I was like, oh, we have to be there until 9:00 at night tonight. And she was like, but I'm so happy I get to hang out with my friends and do this thing I love. And I was like, wait, you're so right. Like,
Yeah.
I do enjoy this. Yeah. So they have just been, I mean, there's no words. Like, I am who I am because they have brought me here. And I'm just so unbelievably grateful for all of them.
What advice would you give younger students, and we've kind of touched on this a little bit, who are interested in theater, but just really nervous to get involved, and they're not really for sure? Carter and I have talked about this a lot, finding your place, finding your people, finding your group or your extracurricular that really suits you. You talked about the sports aspect, how, that was something that you went down, but it wasn't fulfilling. Look, there's a situation for everyone to make them feel like comfortable, their interest, all of this kind of comes together. They may not even theater may not even be on their radar.
Right.
Yeah.
But little do they know, it may be exactly what they're trying to find.
Exactly.
Would you agree with that? Kind of talk about for those who aren't into it, they may be on the fence, a little nervous. What would you tell them?
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Like, I have so many friends in theater that I was like, if you asked me a year ago, like, you should do musical theater, they'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how, like, people think that theater is just, like, you have to be a certain person to do theater, and you really don't. Like, that's the thing that makes theater, is that anyone can do it. And I would just say it takes, like, a little bit of courage. Like, some people think that you have to be, like, the most confident person alive to go up there and start singing and dancing and talking in front of all these people. But it only takes a little bit of courage to just say, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And I think that's when the community aspect comes in. It's like you give that little bit of courage, and then everyone else will come and, like, just lift you up the rest of the way. Yeah, it really just takes that little step of, like, I'm going to go into there and do the audition, and I'm going to let it go from there. Like, my first audition for Anastasia, I was looking at the ground the whole time, and I was singing Journey to the Past, and then I did, like, a little woman monologue again to the ground, and then Miss Davis was like, that's so good, sweetie, and she's not that Southern, but that's so good. We have a joke that after each audition, she says, that was a good audition, go get yourself some queso, and I was like, okay. I walk out the door, I plaster myself against the wall, and was not making eye contact with anybody, and then, of course, I was the first one to audition, so everyone came out, I was like, what did you do? What did you say? What was it like? And so I'm just against the wall going, but, like, it just takes that little bit of courage, and then you will just find a family that will help you the rest of the way.
Most definitely. I mean, I would say don't pay too much attention to what other people think.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yes.
That's just not. It's not gonna get you anywhere. Like I'm
Yeah.
even if you go into theater, if you don't go into theater, paying mind to what other people think about what you are going to go into and what makes you happy is just not a good mindset to have, right? That was something that I was struggling with, because the main reason why I wanted to do sports was because of, that popularity aspect, right? I wanted people to know me and to see me and to really, I guess, see what I was doing, right? So when I started feeling like I had no more left to give to the football program and basketball and track, I switched my motives up. And because of, my family and because of my friends who taught me not to really think about what other people think, or at least began to make me believe that mindset and move away from that popularity idea, I was able to go into theater and, look at what I'm doing now, right?
Yeah.
It's just that it doesn't end up good for nobody. It doesn't help if you think of it like that. It's just not gonna make you as successful as you want to be. It's just gonna make you more and more complacent. So just get away from that idea as soon as possible. And if you need help with that, then find the ways to get through that, because that is very important.
Well, and I think to your point, I think that is true for no matter what a student is looking to go into. The same is true if someone is looking to get into football. Yeah. That is a community for a group of students. Same with basketball. Same with any of our CTE programs. Same with any of our programs. There's a place for each of our students in each of our schools, and making sure that that's the place where you're comfortable and you're successful and able to thrive is what's up to that student. But not allowing a misconception or a misnomer to prevent you from trying to experience one of those, I think is super, super important. You know, that was something that I went through when I was in high school. I was in 1.5 productions. I say a half because the half I went to like 3 rehearsals. But you know, it wasn't until my senior year that I was exposed to that, and it had a huge impact on the trajectory of the rest of my life. Just because of that one production. So, you know, no matter what it is, I think you said it the best, Lily. Don't knock it till you tried it. You know, give something everything you've got, and if it doesn't work, try something else.
That's right.
You know we're not too old to try something else. Even Bart and I we'll go try something new.
Yeah. And fall flat on our face.
And
but,
that is what it is.
Such is life.
Yeah, such is
Trying
life.
out for the next musical.
Exactly.
right.
Exactly. So we like to wrap up our episodes with these 5 common questions that we ask everyone.
Yeah.
But we've changed it for this episode. We've given it a little bit more of a theater spin.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that we are just nailing that theater part home. So Bart's going to ask you just 5 short questions.
Okay.
Don't think too hard on them. Just
Okay.
answer, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So here we go. We ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. All right. It's kind of first thing that comes to mind. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Favorite musical or play of all time?
Ragtime. Oh, sorry.
Ooh,
Sorry.
that's so good.
Ragtime.
The
Easy.
Great British Bake Off musical.
Oh, okay.
was
Nice.
Yes, it's so good.
All right. Dream role.
Amalia Balish from She Loves Me.
Give me Cole House Walker from Ragtime again.
Oh.
Give me that.
Okay. All right. Favorite backstage snack.
I do not eat backstage.
I tried.
I don't do that. I would
tried
never eat in
popcorners.
costume.
Oh.
Okay.
don't do
Okay.
I
This
tried
is a
popcorners
trap.
once.
Favorite snack then? How about that?
I'm joking.
Yeah, I tried popcorners. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're the best.
Delicious.
Okay, wait a minute. You like regular white cheddar or kettle corn?
I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
kettle. I think the kettle's my favorite. And then I tried the It was like a nacho one. It was a nacho. Man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Nacho, I mean, you can't go wrong
You
with
can't
that,
go wrong
right?
with it. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah. I love Cheez-It. I love Cheez-It.
I mean, okay, regular or extra toasty?
Okay, extra toasty. I'm sorry. I just feel like they taste burnt.
We agree. I agree.
man.
Extra toasty's the worst of all of them.
No, okay. This production's a wrap. No.
We're not. This is not airing.
I lean to extra toasty, and I'm the only one in my family I think that really likes the extra toasty. There's something about it just so. I want to go
good.
get some
I'm
extra
with you.
toasty cheese after this. All right, Broadway performer or actor you admire the most?
Easy. Denzel Washington.
Oh,
Good one.
His work ethic has been something that I've tried to model for years now. I'm trying to get there. I'm almost there.
Just
But,
everything he touches
it's
is fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you see the passion that he brings to what he creates. You know, so yeah, Denzel definitely.
Del, what about you?
I have no clue. The first one that came to mind is Megan Hilty, just because I'm in a Death Becomes Her mood. She's in that
Yes.
musical. She's just so bold and out there in herself, and I just love how confident she is, and I strive to be that one day.
One word that describes this year's theater season.
Thankful
Yeah.
for sure.
I would say it's a tie between legendary and memorable.
Yeah. Very, very good. I think everybody would agree with that. I mean, you guys work so hard. Thank y'all so much for being here. This is
Thank you,
fantastic.
yes.
And are we in finals this week, or did you get exempt or anything?
Exempt.
Thank God.
Exempt.
Yeah.
Praise Jesus. We're no finals. Well, that's incredible. Thank you so much for coming, Carter. You have anything else to add?
No, I'm just excited to spend Sunday afternoon with you all, getting to take in all that is the
Yes.
Spotlight Awards. I'm glad that we got to chat for a little while.
And shout out to all the finalists. Amazing
Yes.
people. Vismaya, Cadence, JT, Jake, Remember, Maddie. Did I get
yeah.
everybody?
I think that's
Think I got everybody?
If
Phenomenal
not, we're
people.
so sorry. We love you all.
Well, thank you both again. Lily Berruto and Josiah Winston, two Spotlight Awards finalists. Carter is going to let me know the good news, hopefully, and whatever happens, whatever shakes
Yes.
out.
Yes.
We're already so proud.
We're
of you.
already winners.
Already. It sounds cliche and rah-rah-ish, but I'm
Really
telling you,
though,
you
yeah.
guys are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you
y'all
so much.
much.
Appreciate you.
Anything else? before
I
we
got
close the door?
nothing.
All right. That's going to do it for this edition of Wilson Live. And thank you again to Lily and Josiah for being here today and Carter for bringing them in here. Excellent episode, and we'll see you next time.